memo to get us started. The College of Southern Maryland, CSM, implemented a COVID-19 vaccination requirement on January 18, 2022. That policy requires nearly all employees and students to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. CSM's policy currently provides for exemptions and automatic waivers. An exemption is available for a CSM employee or student who is required to be vaccinated but is seeking a medical or religious exemption from the requirement. CSM also administers automatic waivers to dual-enrolled students, fully online or taking courses at an off-site location, continuing education students taking a one-day class, and for contract training courses. Automatic waivers are also provided for contractors performing work on CSM campuses as addressed in their contracts. The Board of Trustees of CSM is currently considering its COVID-19 regulations for the upcoming fall semester and is anticipated to reach a decision in July. Fiscal impact, none. Recommendation, this is for informational purposes unless the Board of County Commissioners should wish to direct staff to prepare correspondence to the CSM Board of Trustees regarding this matter.
Thank you. So a little more background. We did receive a request from our brothers in St. Mary's County Commissioners. They are drafting a letter to object to the vaccination requirements at CSM, and they asked us if we would join in that request. So,
if I could, sir, it wasn't actually to ask them to, it was to ask them to maybe reconsider their policy. Yeah, it was a little light.
yeah.
Has anybody reached out to them to possibly have a discussion with them about it prior to sending a letter?
They said they're going to take it under consideration again in July.
Delegate Matt Morgan reached out to them originally, and they responded back to his email, or to his letter, explaining that they would revisit it July 15th, make a final decision based on metrics. From everything that I can understand, the vaccine does not and cannot inhibit the transmission of COVID. And I don't understand where the vaccine mandates come in, to the point where I believe that there's been quite a few governmental and corporate vaccine mandates that have fallen to different court decisions across our country. I'm personally against mandates, and I would be in support of offering a polite letter to the college to ask them to reconsider what some people call discriminatory practices.
My question is, who is mandating anything right now? I mean, does the federal government have any mandates in, or state or local or anything? I mean, where's this coming from? I mean,
Well, in the letter, it did address that in the state of Maryland, Maryland University, I believe, and please don't quote me, I'm going off of memory off the letter, but to summarize, not word for word, but summarize, where the University of Maryland has a mandate policy in place, and the college answered Delegate Morgan's original letter with our sister educational organizations also have a vaccine mandate. Delegate Morgan's response was, the sister organizations in Maryland may, but the cousin educational institutions in Virginia do not. It seems to be a state by state. Some states are saying, okay, we're going to go ahead and allow the mandates in. Other states, educational facilities in other states are saying, we're going to eliminate them. So in Virginia, for example, those have been eliminated, but apparently in Maryland, University of Maryland still has some of those on the books.
I mean, I'm fine with a letter, but I would, before we send a letter, I would give them an opportunity to, reach out to them like Matt Morgan did and have them maybe respond back to us prior to sending the letter. And we've always had a good working relationship with them, so I think communicating with them might be...
Well, I believe that's what we're trying to do here, is
Yeah.
generate that letter to open the dialogue and the communication.
Right, because if you listen to the list of exemptions, I don't know who's actually going to be required to get a vaccination.
Well, it's my understanding that when they voted on it, it was a very close vote, so there's people on both sides of the spectrum on their board. So that's why I'm saying I think reaching out to them might be beneficial to keep a good working relationship, you know. Like I said, like Commissioner Gadway said, a gentle letter.
Well, here's the problem too. This college is the only college that some people will be able to afford to go to.
Yeah.
It's the only opportunity for so many folks. You got to be very careful when you start saying who can come in and who can't. And so I would like to know what the basis is. I mean, Commissioner Gadway brings up a good point with vaccinations. School system doesn't do it. I'm not just trying to. Where's this coming from? I mean, I understand everybody wants to be safe at the end of the day. Nobody wants anybody hurt. But to say that a child can't go to school, that's a tough one. I'd like to know why. I mean, I get what you're saying on premise, but we're in here today and there's no vaccination requirement at that door or at grocery stores or anything else like that. So I think it opens up a door that and I'm just being honest, I'm opening myself for criticism I don't understand. I just don't. So I don't want anybody not given an opportunity to go to school.
So we could draft a letter that raises our concern about the issuance of a mandatory vaccination policy and the impact it may have on students that want to attend the local community college. Does that sound?
I'm in favor of that.
And it also goes both ways because there will be people that won't put their kid in school if people aren't vaccinated, and there's people that won't go to it because they have to be vaccinated. So it's a double-edged sword. It really is. I mean, you're never going to make everybody happy.
Rule of unintended consequences.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we, gentlemen?
I'm in favor of a letter.
Make a motion.
Mr. President, I make a motion that we send a letter inquiring everything you just said.
Motion, what he said.
I mean, can we get a copy of the letter and review it
Yeah.
before it's sent?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the genesis of the letter is that we're concerned about, vaccination mandate and the impact it may have on students' ability to
So you just need a
attend.
consensus for that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. How about that?
Let's go, yeah.
Will do.
Please.
All right,
Thank you.
very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're not going to draw any lines in the sand today.
Right.
We didn't say anything about how much we fund them.
That brings us to public comment. Mr. County Attorney.